O Nija San Chanjugi Shodu Semjebi Choga Shebar Dawe Dage Semjebi Choga Ji Tela Ogo Tamji Ki Kyawa Ngamara Sono Sabyo Topji Mi Lui Rinpoche Top Sangi Ki Temba Danja Tedar Kulbi Negab Dil Chere Maje Lamna Masina Tela Ngeba Mebe Namshi Mishi Kyawa La Rama Matobe Karje Mishi Jijan Shishin Kyawa Sange Khan le gidi ki jesu chamba la tada rama yebi kaptir kapo kewe shuri ki tsa shu ten temba dile shiro do kirba muti tang sopo la sopi lam tenam temba korwa le matro temba nyomo me nyembur mi gyurwe lam jesu tada la beba ki kyang turi ki jibu tobar kana tarba dan tamji kemba toba myo jitsa wana lam kanki chawar gyuru nyamna 오고지 덤바 산지 좀 된데 단위 코로에 네발을 초 탐지 겸배 이식문도 제 니지 제달문도 제바따 셴다라야 템베 덤바냥을 다워 제바 셰지와라 대답을 산지 기티 템베 슈지 삼지 미쳤나야 태와치 중니수도 라버다베 태와충을 남제라니 시월 제바 좀마도 생기 된자 전부다 산지 토베 계속 줄베 태와 멤버 숨발라 Tewa chimbo di sambadal jorwa ja chimbo randa shenji tun pusum sabo dubar jibe tewa chimbo lamdi la nenden du ki tsa tewa chimbo di shida lamdi ngor kuba sanju ki chodo semkebar yimbar sung tenya tangbura yang tangbura lamba sheji wa gewe shinyi le lengu wa dana nija pajir ki semkeba toba labi tenam ki paja soshi saab deba tang Matoba namji tobar chawe tundu tirinya simjeba jiwe tungi nanga nasu lama tamba jubara jeba namda sanjeda sunju simba padu meba shubar gom tenamji jangar dara simjeba namar shushi soa deba gomla dagi lemundus. So today we are giving the Bodhisattva vow. This is very important because in our previous life, we have accumulated a lot of merits. So therefore, this time that we have got the human life, not only human life, the human life with all the prerequisites. And we met the very fortunate to meet the Buddha Dharma. So when we have all the facilities, when we have all the opportunities, then it is very important to practice Dharma, because whether we will have such opportunity in the future or not is very difficult to confirm. So when we have all the opportunities, that it is very important at least to reach some concrete result, because otherwise we never know when we will die. Nobody can determine when we will die. And as we have no freedom, we have no choice where we will be born also in the future. May not be born as human beings. If we are born as animals, then of course there's no opportunity to practice Dharma, to meet the spiritual masters. Even you meet, you will not comprehend the profound meanings of the teachings. And where we will born depend on our karmas. The positive karmas will produce positive result. Negative karmas will produce negative karma. So it all depends on how much virtuous deeds and how much negative deeds that we have done. And so this time, when we have all the opportunities, that it is very important to practice Dharma without any delay. And Dharma also, actually, there are many different religions in the world. And I believe that every religion has its own beauty and its own way to help the mankind. But most of the religions, they are not completely free from the samsara, and their teachings do not really go directly as an antidote for the defilements. And so if by practicing this, then they may not even accomplish the higher rebirth, not to say about the liberation or enlightenment. So how we can get is because our own Lord Buddha, not only that he is completely freedom from the faults of the samsara, but also he has accomplished omniscient wisdom. And how he realized, how he got it, how he realized that he can explain to the others also. So therefore, our Lord Buddha is unique, very unique, and very matchless, and very powerful, and so-called the great nirvana. So the Buddha also gave many, many teachings because all people are not the same. All people are different. And so therefore, that he has given many different teachings. There are enormous of teachings. We usually talk about a number of teachings like 84,000, but that is not the total amount of Buddha's teachings. That is the total amount of one of the Buddha's disciple has received so much teachings. But the actual Buddha's teaching, there's no limit, because teaching is given for the benefit of sentient beings, and sentient beings have no limit. So therefore, the teaching also has no limit. But if we divide it, you can divide into two, Mahayana and Hinayana. In Hinayana, you can get your own peace. You can free from sufferings of samsara, but you could not benefit others so much. And it is a great obstacle in obtaining the enlightenment. So therefore, it is called Hinayana. Now, Mahayana, the inspiration and efforts, both are great. So not only accomplishes your own purpose, but also accomplish other beings. So therefore, it is called the Mahayana. And Mahayana is very important. And the Mahayana's, the base and natural path is Bodhisattva vows. And so first you have to receive Bodhisattva vow from a master, spiritual master. And then afterwards you can receive yourself from the shrines, like Buddha's statues. And I'm sure many of you already received Bodhisattva vow. And but we are giving again in order to enhance and to make it improve. And those who have not received, as it goes through the online, so many must have not received also, then to receive. So now to receive the Bodhisattva vow, first you have to make the request that you make in front of you in the all the lineage gurus and Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, all of them, just like a pile of clouds. And then in front of this yourself, requesting to bestow the Bodhisattva vow. So with this, that you repeat after me these lines. Rigi Putala, Tusumji, Sangyatang, Chanju Semba, Tamjiki, Joba Chikwelam, Kyabsungondo, Joa Chengi, Chanju Gichodo, Semjeba, Zauduso, Rigi Putala, Tusumji, Sangyatang, Chanju Semba, Tamjiki, Joba Chikwelam, Kyabsungondo, Joa Chengi, Chanju Gichodo, Semjeba, Zauduso, Rigi Putala, Tusumji, Sangyatang, Chanju Semba, Tamjiki, Joba Chikwelam, Kyabsungondo, Joa Chengi, Chanju Gichodo, Semjeba, Zauduso. Shezhen Sumji Soatam, Tadar Jivati, Keji Dala, Soatava La, Tadargita, Semjebe, Choga Jiva La, Tela Jorang Nushije, number Sumle, Tomor Joy Chogala, Dunyebe, Seme Legi Diva Tabor Chavetundu, Kunjo Chobarji, Tela Tomor Kurdi Chobashi Chava, Chatawa Labe, Darlu Pod Mebel, Trula. Semjen Tamje the Tabje the Chata or Gomla Taman Jola Dagi Lemo Jis. So now you have requested, so I also accept to give the Bodhisattva vow. Now the actual Bodhisattva vow has three parts: the preparation part, the main part, and the conclusion part. The preparation part has 7 parts. The first one is doing prostrations. You have already done the prostrations, so no need to do it physically, but mentally. If you do one prostration to one Buddha, you get merit as many atoms of the area where you are doing the prostrations. So if you do all the Buddhas, all 3 times, all 10 directions, then also not just one prostration, but if you multiply, as everything is mind, you can multiply your mind into millions, billions. And then imagine that you are all of your bodies are doing the prostrations. Then, even in a single moment, you can accumulate countless, unimaginable amount of merits. So this time also you multiply your body, and that all sentient beings are also doing the same prostrations that you repeat after me with the folded hand. You repeat after me these lines. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Nama Sangaya, Nama Sawa, Buddha Bodhi, Satonam, Mantra, Devata, Om Namo, Gurube, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Nama Sangaya, Nama Sawa, Buddha Bodhi, Sadhanam, Mantra, Devata, Om Namo, Gurube, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Nama Sangaya, Nama Sawa, Buddha Bodhi, Sadhanam, Mantra, Devata, Om Namo, Gurube. Tene medola sobi choba tamje hazere chuba nange kam chebe Ramadan kunjo sum chobar komla DJ. Then second one is making offerings. Offerings that we already said here, the flowers, fruits, water, lights, incense, etc. But then many more that you multiply, you imagine the whole universe is filled with the offering objects. And then with that, you do these mantras, and also with the mudras, you should do these mudras. Om Sawa, Tathagata, Arakam, Padita, Punjamenga, Samudra, Saparana, Samayehum, Om Sawa Tathagata, Padam, Padita, Punjamenga, Samudra, Saparana, Samayehum, Om Sawa Tathagata, Benjara Pube, Padita, Punjamenga, Samudra, Saparana, Samayehum, Om Sawa Tathagata, Benjara Dube, Padita, Punjamenga, Samudra, Saparana, Samayehum, Om Sawa Tathagata, Benjara Longe, Padita, Punjamenga, Samudra, Saparana, Samayehum, Om Sawa Tathagata, Benjara Gende, Padita, Punjamenga, Samudra, Saparana, Samayehum, Om Sawa Tathagata, Benjara Nivide, Padita, Punjamenga, Samudra, Saparana, Samayehum, Om Sawa Tathagata, Benjara Shabda, Padita, Punjamenga, Samudra, Saparana, Samayehum. Now the third one is to confess. To confess, you need to take refuge, because when you confess, for example, if you have done something wrong, legally something wrong, then you need to rely on the powerful lawyers. And so similarly, from the beginningless time until now, we have committed many negative deeds. So we are guilty of doing things. So we need to rely on some powerful. Most powerful is the Triple Gem, the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. So therefore, you need to take refuge in order to purify it and to rely on the powerful refuge. And so from yourself, all sentient beings, from this moment until enlightenment is reached, that we take refuge in the Buddha as our guide. We take refuge in the Dharma as our actual path. We take refuge in the Sangha as our companions. So with this in mind, that you repeat after me these lines. Tanam Shabala, Talobe Jamnela Mube Jiva, Mube Lady Jiva Jangatang. Then Kabarjana Dembet, whom the Japsu draw Jibe, Dada Sumjan Tamji, Tane Sumde. She's a Sanji part, the Kunja Sumba Japsu draw Kola Dagi Lemozoji, Chojuna Shube. Sanjayatang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Gonsusu, Dadang, Semjan Tamje, Hudine, Sungne, Chanju Ningbor, Chiji Bardo, Gani Namjicho, Sanjayla, Japsushu, Dejatang, Chawa, Namjicho, Shela, Japsushu, Chonamjicho, Chanju Sembe, Indula, Japsushu, Chojuna Shube, Sanjayatang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Gonsusu, Sadang, Simjan Tamje, Hudine, Sungne, Chanju Ningbor, Chigi Bardo, Gani Namjicho, Sanjayla, Japsushu, Dejatang, Chawa Namjicho, Shela, Japsushu, Chonamjicho, Chanju Sembe, Indula, Japsushu, Chojuna Shube, Sanjayatang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Gonsusu, Sadang, Simjan Tamje, Hudine Sungne, Chanju Ningbor, Chigi Bardo, Gani Namjicho, Sanjayla, Japsushu, Dejatang, Chawa Namjicho, Shela, Japsushu, Chonamjicho, Chanju Sembe, Indula, Japsushu, Tapsun Chunzi Shumasa, Nid. Chojuna Shube, Sanjayatang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Gonsusu, Dadang, Simjan Tamje, Hudine, Sungne, Chanju Ningbor, Chigi Bardo, Gani Namjicho, Sanjayla, Japsushu, Dejatang, Chawa Namjicho, Shela, Japsushu, Chonamjicho, Chanju Sembe, Indula, Japsushu, Tedar Japsusong, Jap Chebarjana, Jesing, Domba Tamji, Gitandan Temper Kurvala, Tangon Saji, Diwatamji, Tabur Chevel, Diwashawa Kiva, Laman, the Kunjo General, Tada Simjan Tamji, Jingar Chevi, Diwatamji Sha. Shinji Nuji Dam Nyam to come now the actual contestant, because after taking refuge, you are with the refuge, and it has the strong foundation for the vows. So now to confess all the negative deeds that we have accumulated from the beginning last time until now, with the full remorse that we confess to the Guru and the Triple Gem, yourself, with the all sentient beings, with the full remorse that we confess. And then at the same time, we make a strong will never to repeat again. If you confess today and if you are again doing the negative deeds next day, then it's not proper confession. As you confess today, at the same time, make a very strong will never to repeat the same mistake again. And so with that, such a strong will, you repeat after me these lines. Chojuna Shube, Sanjayatang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Gonsusu, Dadang, Simjan Tamje Gi, Setoma Mebane, Ledang, Myomombe, Wandu Kurbe, Luda Ngatang, Yiji Gosumne, Digwa Migewe, He Jiva, Tamje, Soso Shashin, Yang Migido, Chojuna Shube, Sangyatang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Konsuso, Dadang, Simjen Tamji, Setoma Mevane, Yada Nyomombe, Wandu Kurbe, Luda Ngada, Yiji Kosumne, Digwa Mikewe, Le Jiva, Tamje, Soso Shashin, Yang Mikito, Chojuna Shube, Sangyata, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Konsuso, Dadang, Simjen Tamjiki, Setoma Mevane, Ledang, Nyomombe, Wang Kurbe, Luda Ngada, Yiji Kosumne, Digwa Migiwe, Le Jiva, Hamje, Soso Shashi, Yang Migito, Ti Diwanam Sabjing, Tabar Jurala, Tagiveta, Beveton, the Jesu Iran Jibi, Koa, the Yangale David Duba, Shenji Gawa Tamjera, Jesu Iran Yam to Gomla, Lemon Jersey. Now, fourth one is to rejoice the virtue state in order to increase your own virtue state. And that you rejoice starting from the Buddha, Bodhisattvas, Shavakas, and Pratyeka Buddhas, those who are already in the Nirvana. And then those who are dwelling in the samsara, including yourself, ordinary people doing the virtue state. We rejoice every virtue state, past virtue states, present virtue states, future virtue states. We rejoice without any kind of jealousy or competition thoughts. So with that, you repeat after me these rejoicing verses. Chojuna, Shube, Sangyetang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Konsuso, Susu Gyodang, Pawa Niendodang, Rang Sangyetang, Chanju Semba Dang, Lana Meba, Yang Dagbar, Zobe Sanjeji, Gyetzawa, Tamjela, Gashin, Jesu Yiranwar, Jigo, Chojuna Shube, Sangyetang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Konsuso, Susu Gyodang, Pawa Niendodang, Rang Sangyetang, Chanju Semba Dang, Lana Meba, Yang Dagbar, Zobe Sanjeji, Gyetzawa, Tamjela, Gashin, Jesu Yiranwar Jigo, Chojuna Shube, Sangyetang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dala Konsuso, Susu Gyodang, Pawa Niendodang, Rang Sangyetang, Chanju Semba Dang, Lana Meba, Yang Dagbar, Zobe Sanjeji, Gyetzawa, Tamjela, Gashin, Jesu Yiranwar Jigo, Tirangi Jula Gyetzawa Padmeba Fever Juba La, Tasimjen the Minjin George give it to the church, Kolokoro Dive, Guar Give, Rangi Lupad Meba to the Simjan Tamji, the Tabji, the Sanjay Tamji, Jangal Sine, Sergi Kolotip Tondan Dembala Soba, Yundu Pun, Shuson, Shure Gomla, Yaman Church. Now the fifth one is in order to ripening the sentient beings, we need to request to turn the wheel of Dharma. So again, you multiply your body and along with all the sentient beings, and we go to each Buddha offering a golden wheel with 1,000 spokes. etc., that you offer to the Buddha as a requesting to turn the wheel of Dharma. So with that you repeat after me these lines. Chojuna Shube, Sangyedang, Sanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Gongsuso, Kanda Choju, Jigdenji, Kam Tamje Na, Number Shube, Sangye Jomdende, Choju Kolo, Kora Misheba, Teta Tamje La, Semjen Tamje, Minjing, Tor Giveledu, Shoju Kolo, Kor Kulo, Chojuna Shube, Sangyedang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dala Gongsuso, Kanda Choju, Jitenji, Kam Tamje Na, Number Shube, Sangye Jomdende, Shoju Kolo, Koro Misheba, Tata Tamje La, Simjen Tamje, Minjing, Tor, Giveledu, Shoju Kolo, Kora Kulo, Chojuna Shube, Sangyedang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dala Gongsuso, Kanda Choju, Jigdenji, Kam Tamje Na, Number Shube, Sangye Jumdende, Shoju Kolo, Koro Misheba, Tata Tamje La, Simjen Tamje, Minjing, Tor Giveledu, Shoju Kolo, Kor Kulo. Tedar Gube Sanjanam Shutamber Jubi Kiwa Ranganam Tower Kiwala. Tashu Kolo the Jum Misheber Joan Chavetun, the Yangan Minda Soa de Valavia, Yarang Lipa the member to the Simja Tamjeta. Tabji to Sanja Tamji Jangal Shin, the Chevetonam Jishun, the Koa Jum Maji Pat, Yangan Minda Shuwa Shu, Gunyam the Gomer Lamazuchi. Now, sixth one is request not to enter nirvana and remain in samsara. As long as samsara exists, we need to request to Buddhas to remain here to save the sentient beings. We request to turn the wheel of Dharma, and then Buddhas turn the wheel of Dharma, and we get all the merits. So now the Dharma wheel never to stop, and always turning the wheel of Dharma, that we need to request Buddhas not to enter nirvana and remain here in samsara. So with that, you repeat after me these lines. Chojuna Shube, Sangyedang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dala, Gongsuso, Kanda Choju, Jitenji Kam, Tamje Na, Number Shube, Sangye Jomdende, Yanganle, Dawara Gongba, Tata Tamje La, Kora Sidu, Yanganle, Mindawar, Shune, Simjen Tamjiki, Yunzevar, Soa Devso, Chojuna Jube, Sangyedang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dala Gongsuso, Kanda Choju, Jigdenji, Kam Tamje Na, Number Shube, Sangye Jomdende, Yanganle, Dawara Gongba, Teta Tamje La, Kora Sidu, Yanganle, Mindawar, Shune, Simjen Tamjiki, Yunzevar, Soa Devso, Chojuna Shube, Sangyeda, Chanju Semba Tamje, Dara Consuso, Kanda Shuju, Jipin Yikan Tamjena, Number Shube, Sanje Jumdende, Nyangende, Dara Gomba, Teda Tamjela, Crossitu, Nyangele, Mindawar, Shune, Simjan Tamjiki, Jenzebar, Soan Devso, Tedar Soata, Sanjan Nyangele, Mindawar Shune, Simjan Tenzebar Kubikiwa, Ranredam Gitover Kuwa, La, Takiwetawa, the Chu Mizawa Chavich, and the Choga but Sour Chavich, Moa Gibi, Kawatamji Yonsu, Monyama Gila, Lemon Church. So as you requested Buddhas not to enter nirvana and save sentient beings, then these virtues we will get because we have made the request. Now the seventh one is not to waste the merits that we have accumulated and also to complete the ritual. Is the seventh one is to dedicate the merits by doing prostrations, making offerings, taking refuge, confessing, etc. That we have accumulated enormous amount of merit. So if we don't dedicate it, it could be wasted by having, for example, like strong thoughts like anger can destroy the virtuous deed. But if we dedicate it for specific purpose, then it could not be destroyed. It could not be wasted. And it keep increasing, it becomes more stronger and stronger. So the dedication is very important. And so you request through the power of these merits, may I will be able to arise the Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva means enlightenment mind, and may I be complete, accomplish it. So with that you repeat after me the dedication prayer. Chojuna Shube, Sangyedang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Konsuso, Dajagi, Tedar Jibe, Gewezawa, Tedagi Tu, Dajagi Jura, Chanju Jisem, Gewatang, Tarsimbar Kurji, Chojuna Shube, Sangyedang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Konsuso, Dajagi, Tedar Jibe, Gewezawa, Tedagi Tu, Dajagi Jura, Chanju Jisem, Gewatang, Tarsimbar Kurji, Chojuna Shube, Sangyedang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Konsuso, Dajagi, Tedar Jibe, Gewezawa, Tedagi Tu, Dajagi Jura, Chanju Jisem, Gewatang, Tarsimbar Kurji, Chojuna Shube, Sangyedang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Dara Konsuso, Dajagi, Tedar Jibe, Gewezawa, Tedagi Tu, Dajagi Jura, Chanju Jisem, Gewatang, Tarsimbar Kurji. Tedar Dumbuti, Jora Shoga Yana, Dun Tawala, Dumba Tawala, Tamushi Jiwara, Tela Tomar, Lam Samba Jawan, the Samba John and Tamjawa, Niyobala, Tela Tomar Samba Jawan Jivita, Sarashin, Gombar Shoes. Then these 7 things complete the preparation part. Now the main part of the vow has also two parts. First is training the mind. And then after training the mind to make the vows. First, training the mind means from the beginningless time until now, we always thought about ourselves. We always think about ourselves, our own wealth, our own well-being, our own fame, our own food, our own everything. So we don't have the thought of helping the others, training, giving to the others. This thought is very weak, very limited. So now we have to train. How we should train our body, wealth, and especially the virtuous deeds that we have accumulated in the past, and the virtuous deeds that we are accumulating now, and virtuous deeds that we will accumulate in the future, all combining them and giving totally to the other sentient beings without any giving for yourself. You totally give to train that our mind is totally for the benefit of the other sentient beings, not for yourself. Because all the time we think about ourselves and all we accomplish is sufferings. And we don't want suffering. Nobody wants sufferings. Even the animals also don't want sufferings. So if we don't want sufferings, then like the Buddhas did. Buddhas totally ignored for himself and totally devoting all your time and energy for the benefit of the other sentient beings. So this, before you take the vow, you have to train this. So you giving totally to the other sentient beings, and so that every sentient being is free from the suffering and the cause of suffering. And every sentient being is happy and also with the cause of happiness. And so that with these virtuous deeds, may all sentient beings attain enlightenment quickly. So this you have to train. For this training, mainly you have to think about this at the moment, but there's a verse also that you will repeat after me. Dagi lui dang, longzhe dang, tusum gewe, ngobo nam, simjen kunji, tenji shir, pongba mewa, tangwar cha. Te samba jangwa la, tedar samba jangda tam jawa la be, ngonji sanya da sinju samba tamji ki changshu ki shoto tukya te shindu, dagi jang simjen tamji ki, Töndu sangye tawar cha, tiishe tu chanchu chodo semke ne, chanchu sembe lam namla rimbashindu, lavar ji nyamdu gomla, lamu zuji. So you now trained. So after training, then you can take the vows. Vows that Bodhisattva means enlightenment mind, and that has two kinds. Wishing enlightenment mind and entering enlightenment mind. Wishing enlightenment mind means you realize all sentient beings are our mother, all sentient beings have been so kind, but due to the change of life, we do not recognize, we see some as our friends, some as our enemies, some as our indifferent. But in reality, every sentient being is our mother, and that also very kind ones. So we need to pay them. to pay, how to pay their kindness, how to pay their benefit. So you wish to save all sentient beings from the suffering of samsara and place them to the path of happiness. To do that, you need to attain enlightenment. Otherwise, we as an ordinary person who is very limited, we don't have the power, we don't have the knowledge, we don't have the full compassion. So we need to attain enlightenment for the benefit of sentient beings. So wish to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings is called wishing enlightenment mind. This wish, if you make it as a vow in front of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, now not only I wish, but I make a strong vow that I must attain the enlightenment. And then this is called the wishing vow, wishing enlightenment vow. And then the second one is called entering enlightenment mind. That means not only wish, but actually entering the path, the Bodhisattva path. Just like the previous Bodhisattvas, how they have done, you follow their footsteps. And so then we must their activities, past activities of the Bodhisattva that you wish to follow is called entering enlightenment mind. And then you actually taking the vow, not only wish to take the path, but also actually entering, actually participating in the Bodhisattva's path is called the entering enlightenment mind. So these two are together here. Wishing enlightenment mind and entering enlightenment mind together, that you take the vow, so that you repeat after me these lines. Chojuna Shube, Sangyetang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Ala Gonsuso, Shidarangunji, Sangye Tedagi, Simjan Tamjela, Temper Chave Childan, Hor Chave Childan, Mugi Meber Chave Childan, Chanju Gichoji, Shönam, Yonsu Zobar, Chave Childan, Lana Meba, Yandabar, Zobe Chanjudu, Mumbar Zobar, Sangyawar, Chave Chil, Membadam, Jugwe Dani Jengi, Chanju Gichodu, Tukeba, Teshundu, Nagijang, Semjan Tamjela, Temper Chave Tor Chave Childan, Mugi Meber Chave Childan, Chanju Gichoji, Shönam, Yonsu Zobar, Chave Childan, Lana Meba, Yantabar, Zobe Chanjudu, Mumbar Zobar, Sangyawar, Chave Chil, Membadam, Jugwe Dani Jengi, Chanju Gichodu, Semjebra Jiwo, Chojuna Jube, Sangyetang, Chanju Semba, Tamje, Ala Gonsuso, Chidarangunji, Sangye Tedagi, Simjen Tamjela, Pembar Chave Childan, Tor Chave Childan, Mugi Meber Chave Childan, Chanju Gishoji, Shönam, Yonsu Zobar, Chave Childan, Nana Meber, Yantabar, Zobe Chanjudu, Mumba Zobar, Sangyawar, Chave Chil, Membadam, Jugwe Dani Jengi, Chanju Gishodu, Tukeba, Teshindu, Nagijang, Simjan Tamjela, Ember Chave Childan, Hor Chave Childan, Mugi Meva Chave Childan, Chanju Gichoji, Shunam, Yonsu Zobar, Chave Childan, Nana Meba, Yantabar, Zobe Chanjutu, Number Zobar, Sangyawar, Chave Chil, Membadam, Jube Dani Jengi, Chanju Gichodu, Simgebra Chojuna Shube, Sangyedam, Chanju Semba, Hamje, Nara Gonsuso, Chidangunji, Sangye Tadagi, Simjan Tamjela, Pember Chave Childan, Kor Chave Childan, Mugi Meber Chave Childan, Chanjugi, Shoji, Shunam, Yonsu Zobar, Chave Childan, Lana Meber, Yandabar, Zobe Chanjudu, Gombar Zobar, Sangyawar, Chave Chil, Membadam, Jube Dani Jengi, Chanjugi Chodo, Tukeba, Deshindu, Dagijang, Simjan Tamjela, Temper Chave Childan, Kor Chave Childan, Mugi Meber Chave Childan, Chanjugi Choji, Shunam, Yonsu Zobar Chave Childan, Lana Meber, Yandabar, Zobe Chanjudu, Number Zobar, Sangyawar, Chavechir, Membadam, Jube Dani Jenki, Chanjugi Shodu, Semgebara, Gio. Tadar Java Dangushini Yukon, the Karanam, Chanju to Semgeba Tobe, Junjule, Chanju Semge to Nakiji, Korojora Dambe Yamdakun. 대신남 기세시 주차진 지된 하면서 차자 줄 시험마다 자완남 기세 전주sem바 시자와 교신 유르도 상계의 가와단데 사단지 비지된다 년도다 상계 탐지 기자 차차의 내수 줄와라. So through the preparation and through the main part that you receive the Bodhisattva Bhav, and Bodhisattva Bhav is received, the minute when Bodhicitta rises, even those sentient beings who are the prisoners of the samsara becomes the sons of the Buddha. And all the gods, the human beings, and all beings, the worthy of prostrations, you are worthy of prostrations. You become worthy of prostrations, respect, and you become sons of the Buddha, Bodhisattva. Because when you receive the bodhicitta, then you are already set on the path towards the enlightenment. It means that you are sure to attain the enlightenment one day. So therefore, all the devas, the gods, and Shakas, Bhadika Buddhas, everyone respect to you and do prostrations to you. Tajugi Chogala Dogbe Tomaranga Kumbartibe Da Chanju Semba Chuba Shindu Tensi Tarida to Bichoba Chini Lab Goyam to Komla D Lemon. Now the conclusion part also has two parts. First is to rejoice yourself that you become now Bodhisattva, so that you will follow the conduct of the Bodhisattvas. So you will not do the wrong things. Main wrong thing is to harm other beings. As a Bodhisattva, you should never harm any living beings, including a tiny insect. intentionally you should not harm any living beings. So you should be joyful that you yourself become a bodhisattva. So you repeat after me these joyful verses. Tiring Datse, Jebuye, Mi Siba, Levertop, Tiring Sangye, Riksuke, Sangye Sesu, Hachurto, Hanidagi, Chinejang, Ridan Tumbe, Nezamde, Keme Tumbe, Ridela, Nyoga Minjur, Tedarcha. Teranga Kumbala, Tashenga Kumjuju, Tazak Simjaba, Tobjin, Chanju Summer Jubi, Dambaraka, Sobat Jigawatila, Ta Chanju Jubi, Trojan, Jeji, Gumra. Then second one is rejoice for others, the joyful of the others, that you have become the Buddha, Bodhisattva, so that all the Dharma protectors, those devas, the gods, they become very joyful, and you request them also to help you towards the path. So you repeat after me these joyful of others. Dagi Tirin, Joba Tamjiki, Shangar Drova, Deshi Yitagi, Hardu Dela, Jundu Person, Hada Rami, Naso Kaurti. So that completes the preparation, the main part, and the conclusion through these three parts that you receive the Bodhisattva vow. So the advice is that you should never do the negative deeds, especially the harming other beings. Even you accidentally, or even you have to, you could not avoid, you have to do it. Immediately you should do the contaction. You should never spend the night without contaction if you have committed any negative deeds. And then also you should try to do the meditation on the shunyata, the emptiness, the truth, the ultimate truth of all phenomena, and compassion, combination of these emptiness and compassion together. And Bodhisattva vow has many rules depending on the different levels of the people. People who are elaborate, they can have many rules. People who are mediocre, they have a kind of medium rules. People who are inferior, or people who couldn't do, there are less rules. So it's not so everybody's same. Everybody has different rules. But the Buddha has said there's one rule that everybody, those who have taken the Bodhisattva have to take. And that he has given to the kings, because the kings are very busy and a lot of activities, and so they could not keep all the vows. So the Buddha said, you are very busy with the many activities, you could not keep many rules, you can keep only one rule, and that is whether you are sleeping or rising or eating or drinking or going or sitting, whatever you do, you should never forget wish to attain the enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings. If you have this thought in you, then you are still Bodhisattva, even you cannot do the other rules. many rules. There are many rules. Then you are still Bodhisattva. So this is the one rule that everybody, those who have taken the Bodhisattva vow should do. And then also you should study La Bodhisattva Avatara, etc. The Bodhisattva's activities, and especially the rules. If you wish to give the rules, you should try to study them. And then the last one is to dedicate the merits by receiving these Bodhisattva vow, then all the through the power of this, that may I attain the enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. So this that you repeat after me these lines. 타게자 탐지 취 미사시 탈침벌 차외 튼도 ngoa jibe 라신 20 게자 탐지 삼바 넘버 탑에 뒤네 삼바 넘버 탑에 뒤네 심전 탐지도 도모도 상계 탑에 줄모냠도 검을 넘어주지 초준의 슈베 상계당 전주선바 탐제 나라 공수소 사자기 계획자와 디당 계획자와 현탐제 직도 돕네 심전 탐제당 투몬도 세대 나바 탐지 캠베 상계지 공방톱에 줄줄지 테마도 지바도야 개와당 시바 탐지도 하다미 공방 추숨서와 톱을 줄지 양답에 라마 계획신이지 예수 손에 현탐바당 군주 장주기 셈 손도 주고 귀라 제데 바로도 심바 주다 되어뭐 남바시 제네 사주다 남나 죄데 뉴도 남바 탐제 켐데 상계지 공방 탑으로 줄지 잠배바베 시다르 켐바 군도 상보 해안 대신데 대다 군지 예수 다롭지 개와디다 탐제라도 내가 수야 가자 탐제 세령와다 내매바다 농주체와다 삼바 탐제 추신도 주바다 신도 다시버 줄지. So that's complete. So now we recite the conclusion prayer. Closing prayer. Sonam di tamje deva dome nebe jana bhaje keva maje bala chuvari sive sole toa jo jande bave jiva jemba kundo sambo teya teshi teta guji jeso talo keva dida tamje rato Kuzon jebet jawa tanje jemoa kona shodo Age geve zawa jokun jang sambo jeje rato moa Chanze watan jeje xiawa tang jiso yura keye sowa Gewa jungse dage jeso Tanje dage changju shungu Bodhin Daya Lama Jumbo Che Dage Chewa Prema Dejo Rade Jimbo Godin Jesu